19-16 in favor of Israel. Well, this is why I'm not an analyst. That's why I'm host, because I was totally off the point. Luckily, our analyst said something different. Well, you expected a tough fight, and that's what we got at the end. Estonia was there, but Israel had a match point, then overtime, then crazy round by Fraser, and in the end, Israel prevailed.
I just don't understand, like, the beginning of the match, it was like 4-0, then they lost one round, okay, they win the next one, and then somehow they lose 5 rounds in a row. And at that point, I think their economy was in shambles. And it's not just that, like, they make mistakes in their play, their economy, Greece had better economy management than Estonia did. Like, in those rounds, they forced, they went eco, but somehow they never had the money. So that the entire first half depended on that money control, and there was no money control for Estonia. And then they're on their T side, like, they were banging head up against the wall. Like, they tried to do something on the T side, it just wasn't working. And the first round in overtime, they decided to go B, and Fraser does what he does. And I mean, a really weird match.
Yeah, Rema, do you think Estonia underestimated a little bit Israel?
Yeah, as well as I did.
Especially after the first few rounds.
Yeah,
5-0,
I mean, I really thought that, okay, Israel, as we mentioned, had 2 players, I think, from last year that played in TWC 2015. And I was like, okay, they have some experience, they can maybe lead their team to victory, but I really underestimated them in terms of taking the map of Estonia, and because I said something like 16-8 for Estonia, and in the end, like, they really played good, and that's the point I got there, because I was expecting Estonia, because they have more, let's say, skilled players, and they'll probably take this one, but they had a bit of miscommunication in that overtime. Like, they lost 3 rounds in a row, and it's really hard to come back, you know, in the second overtime. As if they had maybe a good city side, like taking, I don't know, 11 rounds and then losing on their T side, I'll see that comeback of 3 rounds on their city side. But they played their city side kind of sloppy. As T side was okay-ish, but sloppy city side, and I was like, it's probably over because Israel took 3 rounds in their city side. So
when we get to overtime, there are a lot of crucial rounds, but which one would you say was the biggest?
Honestly, I'm going to disagree with Rema. I'm going to say Estonia's T side was horrible.
Yeah.
They didn't take mid-control. I'm pretty sure once.
Yeah, once they tried.
I mean, it's not Mirage. It's that mid-control is not like crucial. You don't have to do it, but not taking mid at all. I mean, not that they didn't try, but they always got punished for those boosts. That mid take was really bad. I mean, you have one guy always. Israel always had one guy near the vent or in the vent, and they never ever. Once they went for B, they checked those vents. Their B takes, B rushes worked kinda, but then again, I mean, all in all, I would say their performance of Estonia. Israel played way better than I expected. Congrats to them, but then I think Estonia, I mean, they played a lot worse than I thought they can. And I have one replay, I think it's around 17. It's the early start of the second half. Estonia not checking anything, not getting any info on the map, grouping up to go for A, and they threw this smoke. This is not a city smoke, this is their smoke, and it's going to cost them. It's not going to cost them the round, because Robs is going to win this round, but this is their smoke, and look how much problem it makes for them. They're gonna throw another smoke, and the second one, I'm gonna say it's even worse. Specs gets a kill here, and now they rotate back, and that's because Robs is on mid. He's going to shut down the rotation back to A. He's gonna get 1 kill here, and I think he's gonna get another one later, but
also
the
on
point,
main,
we talked about Estonia. I talked about Estonia before the match started. I had all the info, some info on the other guys, HS playing for Unity and all that. But if it wasn't for Rops, I'm pretty sure Israel wins this one without an overtime, because he won them that first pistol round. Yeah. He had that 1v2 clutch and 3 kills in total. He had this round, and the one round they were force buying, and he was with 5-7 in that squeaky. He rounds out to squeaky in a perfect timing, gets the 2 kills, and leaves his teammates 2v1. So without ropes, I think Israel takes this like 16-10 or something like that. So overall, congrats to Israel. They're leading 1-0, and they're really looking good. On the other side, Estonia, I mean, you need to forget the cash, because that was bad.
Israel picked cash, and it was a little bit of a surprise, because we thought that Estonia was strong on that cash. But then again, Estonia picking Mirage. So what can we expect there?
I don't know what to expect now, but I just want them to make as little mistakes as possible. And as Vojt pointed out, in just that one replay, they had 2 mistakes. Little mistakes that can cost them the round. If that CD smoke was better, they can get into the site easier, they can plant the bomb and defend the retake. Like, they just can't make any mistakes, and that's...
Talking about the little mistakes, once they went for mid control, they boosted 3 guys, I think, upper, no flash, the guys near vents, he gets a double spray down, one of the guys he kills, carries a C4, and the round is lost. And just small mistakes like that, I think one of the casters said, I mean, that adds up, and you're eventually going to lose.
Estonia won the knife round and picked the CT side on Mirage. We always talk it's definitely a better thing to do, to pick the CT side, but do you think that's good for them right now?
I prefer the side in Mirage, as we always talk about. They definitely need a strong start on City side, because if they start strong, like get 5 rounds 6-0, I think they can probably win it. But if they struggle, like they struggled on cash, it's going to be a tough one, because Israel, like we saw that they prevailed coming into overtime, took 3 rounds in a row in that overtime, and then finished the half or finish the match. So we'll see how they perform on City side.
We'll see, but let's first hear what you think. What will happen?
16-12 Estonia.
Okay.
16-10 Estonia.
I'm going to say momentum is on Israel's side, and Mirage is not an uncommon map, so I'm going to say 16-12 Israel.
Okay, second map, Mirage, Estonia versus Israel. Hugo and Walty takes away.
Thanks very much once again, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second of maybe 2 or 3 maps between these 2 teams. Obviously, we're going to be on DE Mirage. You can see in Estonia starting on this CT side. And we'll see Israel just going for a fast mid-take with these pistols, just full aggression up here, and they're going to be splitting all the way up short as well, it seems, as well as Connector. This is just a complete shambles. It's just going everywhere they can, and Fates is holding things down perfectly. First kill comes out from him, but they will manage to convert themselves onto the site here in Estonia. Not going to be holding this one on too well.
They're quick flinging this so well, Specs and the gang. They already have, actually they have 1 frag, but they go for the second one right there. Rop's going down. They have 2 players come out from CT here, and this is where that very key push and defense from the CT side is going to be so important. Now that dink is going to happen by the Glock. AJS decides to back off. They have both of their players here, and the information should be given out, but Israel wants to play this safer. Again, knowing that they won that first map, this might be a second chance, or a last chance for them to win this. Estonia doesn't step up here and actually wins this one. Nerds up a USP, which I think is a very good decision if you want to play a long-range battle, especially seeing as that dink from the Glock could have been a straight-on headshot to them. That really happened, and Nerds doing damage. He does go for the kill through the smoke. Knows dang well that where that bomb is planted. Goes in for another one, and looks like they're going to be winning this round. 12 HP remaining on Nerds, and with that USP, you can spray like crazy through the smoke. They're not going to spot you out at all. Good one coming up, and 1-0 is what we're looking at. Absolutely massive.
Yeah, good start from Israel. They really needed it, at least, and going to work out for them quite well. But we will see the buy come up from Estonia, it seems. Yep, they're going to be investing. Some pistols, some armor, the usual. Of course, on the Israel side, they will have 3 rifles, a couple of SMGs as well, saving them, of course, to the next round. The thing about the issue with the SMGs is obviously they're not as useful on this round as they are on the upcoming round, assuming that Israel win this one, because obviously Estonia will be on the full eco. But definitely a good start for Israel, and they want to keep up the pace at the moment. Estonia, they've actually stacked towards the A side and middle as well, whereas Israel, they put all 5 of their players over towards B, and they're just holding for the aggression so they can get a pick, because obviously they don't want to face a 5v5 retake against armoured pistol players.
Israel really should just explode everywhere, just like I said Estonia should do. Even though that was wrong on Cash, I feel like Israel, it worked out during the pistol round, and I feel like shocking Estonia is the best way to countering them. Estonia feels a bit more methodical than Israel, and Israel feels much more logical in all senses. Anarchez with the Galil pushing through on middle. They do have another player up on shore. Both of them now on shore. Z coming up to support them, and they do have this very offensive push. Estonia, though.
Oh.
Ooh, that AG is just saving them so well. Aegis coming up with an Aegis. No, I thought that was an Aegis, but it wasn't headshot. That is Z, Rops. No, it wasn't Rops. Aegis going in for the kill on Z. 2-on-2 situation. Rops and Aegis remaining. And Fraser only has that MAC 10 to work with, so being close range is going to be key to winning this battle. Hurts now. Please don't go offensive. He does, and he wins the duel luckily, but risking this again might just be what costs a round for Israel, and you don't want to give this away, especially not at the early game.
Rob's going to be pushing in here. Smoke goes down on the bomb. He's not going to be close enough to tap it, though. Doesn't even have a kit for this one, so it's very difficult. We'll finally tap the bomb. They know exactly where he is, and that will finish things off. So 2-0 for Israel, and they're definitely kicking things off with a really good start here coming into the second map. Maybe you're looking at a 2-0. I'm sure our analysts didn't agree with that, and I personally didn't agree with that either. I feel like Estonia may be able to pick this one up, but right now it's not showing to be the case.
I agree with one of the analysts.
Yeah. It appears that Estonia are going to be on this fully go. So this Mac 10 is going to be perfect, but it won't go too far. Fates instantly shutting him down, as well as ATS doing damage. And look at this, they're just going to be racking up the kill count here, padding their stats as it is. As this real make way out towards this A side, even just Sam Van alone.
Heyo, what's up?
I see.
It's Israel knocking on the door. Want to make sure we got that third round. Is it all right? No, I guess Estonia. Guess it is all right. Let's see here. Estonia now. They only have one def kit to work with here, and I feel like that's a risky move to go with, especially since there are 2 maps on every single, 2 sides on every single map. But then again, these nades might be crucial enough for them to even just allow them getting into any side at all, which would be better, right? Fates already picked up one. Chetty could go in for the second one of this round for the team. Slope and Nerds is gonna be with timing getting that frag. Chetty will be going down, and it's a good reply to work with across the map. Samvan, A1S. But this is slow play, and Israel are really keeping that bomb in a neutral position on this map as well. It's like they're converting their cash strats over towards Mirage, and it works just the same way. Estonia, on the other hand, has to find a way to at least counter this before it gets too much, like we saw in the comeback of Israel.
And Rob's going to be mollied out over and window. Will get shut down as well. Freezer, great molly in the corner actually to force him to a more sideways position so he can actually get that headshot. And it's going to be a good pick for Israel. Now they finally have the man advantage that they need, and they will be able to converge out onto this B site here. But Freezer, he can't give away this. He doesn't do so, and actually picks up the kill to Fates. But meanwhile, the B push is coming out as a T-spawn kill will come out from the CTs, and it's into a 2v2. All of a sudden, completely switched round. Samvan, he has to find this kill to stop them from pushing onto the site because he has got a terrorist actually pushing from behind. That's Freezer. Hence why Schwex is waiting, because he knows his teammate coming from behind will be able to secure the kill, and they will do so. Good teamwork there, leaving just HS. Again, Estonian God to come in to 1v2 this, but I'm not sure how possible it's going to be. They know where he is. He doesn't have a kit to work with or any nades, as well as no head armor, but that won't really be too important. Still has to go pretty massive here in this 1v2. Oh,
Why would he jump?
Don't know. He is Freezer. Wait, why would HS jump?
Yeah, I'm thinking because he already spotted one out at Van.
He was just checking below him to see if there was a player below him.
I guess, but it's a risky move. Anyways, you gotta take those risks sometimes, especially when you're pro, right? 5-7 Fate, no, 5-7 and Fates. HS with a 5-7 and Fates with a Deagle is what I'm supposed to say here, and They do have that armory as well on them. Chetty already opening up with a first frag. So Israel now should be playing this a bit more safe. No AKs dropped over to Estonia yet, though. Let's see if they can pick that up. Well, we'll be countering them as they push in. Waits for that eagle.
Now it's a 3v3, and Estonia actually doing good damage with just these pistols here, and we will see the bomb finally make its way up towards ramp, but all three players are split up here from Israel, so I'll wait for Freezer to come in through connector. This may be the perfect flank because he's going to be in prime position to get these 2 kills, and then obviously the rest of the T's can actually push out our ramp and palace. They are in no rush. They've got a minute left on the clock, and it's all got to be on the flank here. Freezer finds the first one. HS is still alive, but meanwhile the distraction is in, so Israel can push towards the site. The other 2 players making their way, and now it's Samvan and HS, last 2 alive, to do the damage. See, shuts down Samvan, and now it's all on HS. Got to push in here through the connector and spots out the first one. Bomb goes down as well at the meantime, so he knows where both these terrorists are and does receive a bit of damage there through the wall, but not going to be going down just yet.
Hey Jess, looking to see like what the thing here is. One thing that I'm particularly seeing from Israel a lot of the time, or Estonia, I mean, a lot of the time is they try to battle after the mistake has already been done. Like, they're not really countering them from getting into the sites a lot of the time. Instead, they start backing off and make sure that they're catching the... And I'm not sure what's going on with my camera right now. Is that happening to you as well?
Your what?
I can't... My Go TV is... anyways, I'll get to the point later.
Console.
Yeah. Go take over.
We wait 5-0 to Israel. And they are going to just be establishing a default this round. A lack of a mid-control, but we do see Arnica's just holding back with the AWP. Bit of Palace, bit of ramp, and obviously a player on Schweppes pushed up into B-Apps. So just holding for the Estonian aggression, but nothing's going to be made of it just yet. We do see the CTs. Oh, I thought it was underpass, but no, it's only towards short. Meanwhile, the first kill will come out. Freezer drops Chetty and follows up with the molly as well as a couple of nades, and be able to push out onto this A site. If not, they're faking it. But again, no bomb control. They need to hurry up and bring that. Arnica's is going to be bringing that from mid. Wrapping back around to T-spawn here, and a bit of a fake from Israel. I don't think the CTs realise what's happening. Estonia's actually rotating players over to B. We can see Rops has actually made his way into market, but meanwhile Israel, they pushed 4 players out of A. One still yet to come out of ramp, but only HS is going to be in the position to defend this. Rotation is coming in from Rops. They finally realised it, but it's going to be too little too late. The smokes are down, and they should be able to hold on to the site now. HS, though, flashing straight through, spots out the bomb, drops it as well. Fitz and Samban, where does it suddenly come from? They manage to pick up all the kills, and there's only going to be one going in the way of Israel. Z taking Rops, but it's going to be all going in the favour of Estonia. 1-5, finally picking up their first round. But it's not all over yet. They're not out the woods. They need to stop themselves from getting reset.
Yeah, and, you know, Israel, again, they go with that... Ooh, and I like this buy, to be honest. Like, Freezer with that Tech 9 and the rest of the team, they do have that op on Anarchist as well, so they do split it up in a good way, and I would love to see that mobility come into play from Freezer, making sure that he can flick back and forth with the Tech 9 on a good close quarter combat. Nertz with the AK-47. Nertz, I want to say, is one of the players who've been delivering as well, utterly most when it comes to not only entries, but sometimes even clutches. Then again, we have a lot of other good players on this team, but Specs will be denying Rops instantly right there, as that is also a reply to the fact that Nertz went down early stage by HS, who goes in for yet another frag. Specs going down, as I mentioned his name, Chetty, on the A side, making sure that C falls down. And what I mentioned earlier turns out to be falls at this very stage of the game. Now that Estonia, they're staying on that site, they're taking these duels and they're winning them. They're not really backing off as soon as Israel starts throwing over flashbangs or what so not. They're actually waiting for them to get in this time and find their heads pretty much. Anarquez with the AWP coming up towards middle.
Jetty just getting that information over towards ramp. It's all going to be Anarquez now. He does have the bombing control, but a lack of actual map control here, and it seems that Fetch is going to be able to spot him out. Good angle towards short, not going to be checking yet, and he will go down there. So Estonia taking their second round, not allowing Israel to reset them, in fact, and that's going to be very positive for their economy, as Israel, talking about economy, are forced into their own negative situation with only pistols across the board. No armor, I can imagine, and Vex will pick up a few nades as well to get them onto a site.
Let's see here, the P250s. I can only assume that, yeah, that one player on middle is going to try and bait them out to get the backstab perfect, but they have a counter for that Estonia, and that's going to be Fates, who's up in CPL, not allowing anyone to get through at all. They're just mowing them apart, and that's a plan that didn't work at all from Israel. Estonia looks like they're picking up the pace and actually getting in there against Israel. Now, Israel, again, and what we mentioned earlier is that having the bomb in a neutral position is the best way to finding new ways of getting into any site. So as soon as stuff starts falling apart for Israel here, I wouldn't say it is falling apart yet, but eventually when Estonia takes the lead here, you want to make sure that you find something new to do, because it looks like they're just being read time after time after time. Ross, for example, with a very offensive frag on Frizer right there. I think he found another one. I'm not sure if he spotted the second guy out, but looks like it because he's ready to peek down middle at any time. Z backing off towards T, on, back and forth.
Oh, that boost. Look at that. It didn't work out too well, of course. Still an interesting theory, you don't see that too often. Arnkes will drop Rops though, and now it's going to be a 4v3. Arnkes actually caught out there by Face, and now pretty set in stone for Estonia. They should have this round in the bag. The last two Israeli players are going to be pushing in through the B site. They are taking their sweet time. There you go. Good fight, it seems. They have time to rotate, but no real need to. Samvan in a good position to get that first key kill when the peak comes in. Spotting out that first player, Spray comes in, but he's not actually going to tag a single player though, I don't think. Actually follows up with one kill though, as Fate supporting from short secures the other. In Estonia, they're almost equalising the score, 4-5.
Well, it looks like Israel now are going to go with a quasi-award. Actually, a full pistol round, not any armor, not any nades at all invested, so see if this works. The Deagles I want to see in action, definitely, and looks like it's just going to be a force in with the entire team towards the B side, as they have D on the other side of the map to catch people off guard and pretty much rotation. Samban with an AG, getting in deep, and what a nade. Well, that's going to finish them, I think. Rops turning over towards B as they spot people out, but the bomb is backing off. As soon as that happens, Fates with another one nade, getting Anarchez, and Specs actually gets one with him down, so good Deagle play right there. Not sure what that was. Small Go TV lag, ladies and gentlemen, but we're back on track. I hope HS with the A4 and inside a connector gets nerds. Not only him, but Fraser goes down as well, and Chetty is ready to get C as he tries to get them off guard.
5-5 hit. Only equalising the score in Israel. They will be going for this buy once again. Full rifles, a AWP on Anarchez. Of course, Estonia still with this AWP on Rops as well. Either way. No aggression from Estonia just yet. And yeah, we've really not seen too much CT aggression, thinking about it. It's always nice to see a bit of a change in pace set by the CTs, but no, Estonia aren't going to be ones to bite the bullet and go for any pushing. Whereas Israel on the other side, on Cash at least, they were pushing occasionally the avenues. Israel want to go for the set A take here. Smokes are being set up. They're in position to go for this. They of course have Z over in Palace as well to create a bit of a distraction and also to push out onto the site. But they will commit to this. Smokes in. Counter smokes do come in. Molly as well. Nerds is going to be able to force play out of Sandwich, and Chetty will get dropped as well. The Molotov works out well for Nerds, and now it's going to be a 3v4. But Streps spotted out there in underpass gets dropped by Fates, and now it's a 3v3. Israel will be able to get this bomb down very shortly.
Looks like communication still works though for Estonia. I mean, looking at how they're standing at this very stage is up. When I mention it, Fates wasn't spotted out, and Caster's Curse was with me. Samban left alone in a 1-on-3 situation. Still doable though, if he just could catch Nerds planting the bomb, which he can. This could be very possible. Z though, going back and forth with that AK-47, dealing small damage here and there. 99 HP remaining on Estonia's team. Samban in total. Riser. I mean, like Israel, they just play that perfectly fine. And I want to say that very position from Nerds on CT, between being spotted from CT and Connector, was so good because it came with like the shock effect with the element of surprise that no one really thought would happen, and Estonia just got shocked and lost 2 players instantly to him. So very well played and very well positioned by pretty much the full team of Israel. Samban on Frizer right there will be going in for a straight up save, and it is the right position to go with, seeing as he does have that op, he does have a death kit, and he does have that full armor. And he's on the CT side.
Yeah. They're still able to afford the spike, of course. As mentioned, keeping the open play. Estonia, on the other hand, still able to buy themselves just for another couple of rounds. They've got a good amount of money in the bank as well, so the loss bonus may come back to haunt them when they start losing rounds, or if they start losing rounds. They'll have a good bite coming into this one. 5 kits across the board as well. And Israel are going to be setting up towards ramps. A nice nades coming in from the CTs, doing some good damage. And Jetty, he's doing even more. 2 headshots as well. Nertz is also extremely tagged up. And HS just going to peek out. Full flash to Israel players. And now he's going to be able to just punish them one by one, leaving just Anakez over towards T-Spawn after he rotates off top mid. And he does have the AWP, but it's a 1v4. There we go, great smoke. That was a really good play from HS, obviously dropping that smoke over in ramp and able to push past it and not going to be expecting any players sitting over there. And that'll be the round 6-6.
Let's see here. Eco is the most optimal for Israel right now. I'm not seeing any quasi-buy or anything. It's just straight on Eco to go with. Especially since they will be able to buy in the next round if they do. Robs, who's the offer, will be needed to get countered pretty soon, I want to say. Estonia, they really base their play right now around Israel's first moves, and as soon as that happens, they start turning with full power towards that side, so faking from Israel now could work perfectly fine. Nertz will be getting 1, Fate's going down, but Bex finishing off a second for the team. Is that it, or will they get a third? Aegis coming out, and he's going to get the kill, so only 2 frags from Israel. Still good enough to work with, and again, when you talk about it, these are the last rounds for them to work with at all. 2 more rounds for Israel to really step this up on the T side and potentially win this half. And I feel like it's their one way of winning, because Estonia on the T side, obviously, since it is their pick, I would expect them to have something in up their sleeve, but you never know. I mean, it's the TWC. Maybe Israel has something up their sleeves on the CT side. Anyways, when we talk about it, Israel had something up their sleeve this round with a full push into middle, actually getting 3 people instantly. Estonia, looks like they got no chance right now. Or do they? Nerds! How do you miss those last shots?
Spray got nerfed, Volty. Or you were away for some of the spray got nerfed. But either way, Frieza will take out Samban. It's all got to be on Rops now. The AWP. And again, another round. This should be going to Israel. This is just so close. Back and forth either way. There we go. Rops actually does some damage. Nertz gets dropped. He will manage to get this one plant over on the B side. Teammate rotating in time. As long as he doesn't overpeak here, of course, he is up against an extremely low HP player, but again, he has an AWP. There's no need to fight in this situation. So just hold back, hold safe, and they should be okay.
That could be like a rap line. Hold back, hold safe, and it's okay. Rops.
Write it down, Volty, write it down.
Yeah, I will. Did instantly. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. In the earlier game, we never saw them really use these Molotovs when they severely needed to. I want to say that we're seeing a major improvement from them on this map, Estonia overall, and Israel as well. I mean, both of the teams are playing massive against each other. They're equivalent of each other in terms of skill, I want to say. Especially just the fact that we saw overtime in the earlier map shows and really proves that. And by the way, yeah. Israel now. The last chance of winning this half. Same for Estonia at this stage, so. See if they'll be able to. Specs could open up with an entry, but goes down to Fates, who catches him from short.
Extremely low health on Rops. While it was a good trade, obviously, the 94 damage versus the 100 damage, very close one. He's not going to be as useful as he was before, and HS going to be pushing out into middle. Spots out that first player, drops him as well. Now they're able to back off, and this is perfect. He's not going to overpeak. He's not going to overcommit to any more fights. Well, that pick wasn't exactly required, after they already had the advantage. You know, he's just capitalising on it, getting a bit more, and obviously going to be far more useful here for the Estonian side. But look at this, Israel. They've got Nerds pushed all the way up, and he's going to get shut down there on the edge of the smoke. Wouldn't have lasted long after it dissipated anyway, and we've got 2 players left for Israel on the last round, so no chance to save.
Well, what are you gonna do? Just try. 8-7, and Estonia wins this first half. Like, the thing about Israel here is I'm not giving up their hope at all here. I'm definitely thinking that they can make this 2-0, even if I think no one but one at the analyst desks thought so, and Hugo doesn't agree either. I feel like, well, you know, Israel are a good team, and now that they actually got a few rounds on the T side, why the hell not? You know, CT side, anything can happen, and due to the fact that they played such a good CT side on Cash as well, I want to say there are plenty of chances. I don't know about you, but it massively increases their chances, just the fact that they got 7 rounds on the T side.
Yeah, it's definitely so. Having a look at these buys, have gone for 4 armor on the CT side with the kit, obviously, and 5 armors on the T side. So Estonian, once again, very brave here. Going to just be going for a full armor buy. Could come back to haunt them, of course, if they need the nades of the afterplant, but it's an interesting setup. I'm not actually too sure what they're going to be making of this. They've got 1 player over towards ramp, 4 towards top mid, ready to burst out into mid. I assume they're just holding for CT aggression. You know, it's common for CT to push all the way to up to top mid in the pistol round or in buy rounds as well. So they're waiting for that. But instead, it's going to be a B-Apps push. Sam Van instead just picks out the first over in middle. Nerds gets dropped. Specs has come in from behind, so he's going to do some damage, but only gets 2 kills. I was about to say 1, but he actually picked up that second, and Sam Van will trade that out. So back into a 3v3, still favouring the T's, but the HP is low on Sam Van himself, so they're going to just push straight towards his A site. But look at this, Israel. They have the players stacked towards it. Z shutting down the first. Freezer is also hidden towards the back of the site, so they've got to be careful with that. They don't know that yet. And now Sam Van and Rops have to come back from an extreme deficit. The rotations from Israel. They've pushed the players back towards B, and although Estonia don't know this, they've still got to clear the rest of the site. God, this is so scary.
Yeah,
Estonia.
I mean, look at Fry's position.
I think they're trying to split towards a B site here, Estonia, and that's going to be the worst call ever, unless they can find the picks. But no, gets caught out. Z with a pistol there shuts down Sam Van. Now it's all on Rops, but he doesn't realise Friss is towards the back of the site. Peeks out, he will hear him, but it's going to be too late. So he shuts him down, and Israel. Whew, that was back and forth. They do secure the round.
What a round. It was quite a funny round. I gotta say. Israel now, thanks to winning that, they can utilize the fact that, yeah, we're gonna face pistols, right? So go with the I still don't understand that MP7 buy. I really don't. The UMP is far more superior in all ways, pretty much, in terms of killing anyone with armor. So, and it costs more. So there's really no good reason to buying that weapon at this very stage. And I feel like that's something that Valve should do something about, like making it good in a specific, you know, in a specific way, countering something, but not sure what yet. Rops gotta be boosted up into CPL. Doesn't pick up the weapon. Nerds with a good reply. Ooh, instant headshot by Faith, and the mobility actually pays off cleaner than I thought it would. Again, Nerds with the MP7 dropped it over. Nothing picked up on Estonia. 3-on-4 situation in favor of the T side, I want to say. But then again, it looks like they're super insecure of what they want to do. And with that being said, I mean, Israel can get a bit confident, probably go offensive, get 1 frag, because they're split up so well that there would be no chance for them to get a reply unless it's across the map, right? So Fraser does go for a small peek and actually finds a frag here to equalize it. 3-on-3 situation, and Fates. Wait, I think, who's that? AJ Rops. Inside a slope, waiting for this push. Get its timing. We're faking towards B. I think that's what they're waiting for. Yeah, that fake towards B. And it will be working. No one is on the A side at this very stage. Specs will be realizing that that was a fake and turning instantly over towards middle from short. That rotation from 3 different breaking points. I mean, this could be hard for Estonia to counter. Then again, they have that plan, so Israel are going to be stressed to get in as well. All about that mental coin. Really Rops. The Tech 9 isn't going to do much because he's got to be countered from not only 1 position but 3. 9-8 is what we're looking at. Israel will be winning that round. But again, the MP7 buy, as you mentioned on cash, I honestly, I find it very rare to see someone go again nerds with the MP7.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a kind of personal preference thing. But again,
Yeah.
they have enough to buy him a rifle. But assuming that Estonia are going to be on this eco here, obviously they did lose that second round, so they were supposed to be ecoing here. But the bomb plant is going to mean that they have a bit of more investment than expected. Still, the MP7 would be worth it typically on this round anyway, because they are against mostly non-armored players. And Israel, nice nade usage, but none of it's going to connect. With Estonia, they just push fast onto this site here. Fetch finds one. He actually takes two, or Rob, so he takes a second. And HS on the flank. Got to hold this one off. He does do so. The MP7 ulti comes back to haunt him. But now it's a 3v2, and Israel, they've got to retake this site. They do have the weapon advantage, to say the least, as well as health, which is extremely low on the Estonian side. Fist and HS both 10 HP or below, so they've got to do some massive damage here, and I don't think that's going to be the case. Specs, but Fist, he will find the second as well, securing that round for Israel. 10-8 will be the score.
Like the Israelis are really they're really getting back on point, and as I mentioned earlier on the CT side, I wouldn't doubt that they would. It's really just Estonia, and again, Estonia are not doing what Israel did on their T side, where they got these 7 rounds. Is that you leave the bomb in a very neutral position, then decide where you want to go after realizing that, okay, this is a weak spot, this is a weak spot, and you see each round as it passes by. They haven't really got that patience. Again, they pre-strat pretty much. They make sure that they have themselves lined up the way they know that the round is gonna go if it works out. But Israel gets one frag, and then the plan is pretty much all sabotaged. So, and look at this boost. Oh my god, I would love to see this boost with an AW. Oh my freaking, oh, what the hell? I am sorry for the cursing, but god damn. What is that boost? Oh well. Well, that's quite a mowdown. 2 kills by Chetty so far. Is he gonna ace this? I doubt it. 57 HP remaining. He does have a few nades to work with, and he can pick up nades if he already uses these ones as well, seeing as some of the players are all dropped a bit over the map. Oh, yeah, Specs is gonna go in for the frag.
Shut down at the end of the day there, and now Estonia, they're going to be in that awkward economical situation where they can buy, but they can't get a lot out of it. You can see they will commit to that buy here. Mac 10 on Zamban, why the hell not? Of course, rifles across the board, but look at the nades. It's really not looking too good for Estonia. Whereas Israel, on the other hand, they are like the Terminator. They're fully kitted out, plenty of nades, plenty of kits, plenty of everything really, and not struggling to say the least here. So round will be favouring Israel, to say the least, and Estonia will find a bit of damage onto the AWP. But again, the AWP are not going to matter as much as it will taking down the HP of one of the rifling players. Estonia, oh, go ahead, Volty.
The thing is, I'm thinking, with this, again, Estonia are committing to these pushes where they just pre-line themselves up, expecting it to go the way they want, and the only time that works is when they do get the first frags and not go down. Seems to be the case right now. Nerds gang are playing super passively, weirdly enough. They're not going in for these instant replies that I'm used to seeing from them. But I think they're waiting for each other here, knowing damn well that they're in a 3-on-5 situation, so it's a smart move at the same time as I feel like it might be one of the moves that make them lose this round. Chetty gang working this out perfectly fine together. There's only one player remaining, that's Nerds, who's seems to be either stuck or, yeah, I think he disconnected. Yeah, we're gonna have a technical pause, ladies and gentlemen, so be with us. Be with us.
And they will take the round at the end of the day here, so actually securing the final kill onto Nerds, so no save from him in Estonia. They're going to be 9-11 here. But we will be going into a short, hopefully technical pause called by Israel, so I hope that won't last too long, but I'm not too sure what the issue is. Obviously just something technical. We'll just be waiting for that to run out, and we'll go right back into the game. But what Harold used to do, Volty, when we were on match pauses or whatever reasons, he used to ask me general knowledge questions. So I'm gonna give you a general knowledge quiz, Volty. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Oh god, these are terrible.
Oh God, I'm gonna sound like a stupid American.
These are really terrible questions. I'm trying to. Are we going back in?
No.
Okay.
Kind of.
Let me know when we are because I'm tabbed out. I'm trying to find some good general knowledge questions because it's always fun. Okay, let's go. Oh no, I don't have no. Okay, in which country do the famous pyramids of Giza stand? The options are Lebanon, Libya, Egypt, or Syria.
Egypt.
Oh, it doesn't tell you if you're right or wrong, but yeah. I had a better one. God, these are so bad. Like these are just so bad.
Just ask me something you know.
Oh,
General.
but I don't know much. Okay. We go for some CS:GO fun facts.
No, not now that I've had a break, bro. Please.
51 fun facts about CS:GO.
Okay.
I think it's satire. Global elites are mostly hackers. Servers are down a lot. You'll take multiple swims when playing Seaside. Apparently, okay, I'm not going to read that one.
No.
Yeah, no. Okay, let's just forget all this. Let's.
General knowledge questions. General knowledge.
Oh no.
Okay,
you're
let
gonna
me
ask
ask
me
you some. Let me
Oh,
ask
God.
you some.
them.
Okay,
If they're hard, I'm not going to get them right. But okay, go.
okay. So, geography.
Oh no, that's my worst. Anything but
Is it?
geography. Oh, just do it or whatever.
In what part of the world lies Panama?
Lies what?
Panama, the country.
I don't know. I'm ignorant.
Central America.
Really? I would not have got that. Okay, next.
Okay, now it's you. Geography, dude.
Are you just picking random questions you made up?
Yeah.
Okay. How many wives did King Henry VIII have?
Are you kidding me, dude? I don't even
Yeah.
know who King Henry is.
Oh, come on. You don't
Is he your
study
father?
English history?
English history? Who gives a... I don't know what about no English history, dude. I know more about Israel than I know about England, dude.
God. He had 6 wives.
What? 6 wives, yeah.
Yeah, he killed them all. Well, no, all of them. The order goes divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. That's how it goes. God, we are really terrible at these general knowledge questions.
Harold, you need to teach us, Doug. Yeah, I swear to God, he has like a paper that he's already printed out from like school or something. He made you do his homework.
Oh, that's it.
Oh my God, what a sneaky I don't... All right, we're getting back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's on pause.
God.
And Israel 11-9, 9-11. Estonia are gonna be playing this split up this time actually, and it's gonna be a split towards A, where they have a back flank from Israel who's in there, much picking up their tail, and I want to see
They will
Eric's
be.
make the best out of this. And oh, he's still playing MP7.
They're going to be splitting into the A site though, a bit of a ramp and connect control play. But the only thing is, the one round they split into the A site, Israel don't have any control, and there we go. That's why he buys the MP7 for rounds like this. But the one round that Estonia go for this split onto the A site, Israel have no A control at all, no players on the site, so it's completely pointless. But either way, it works out for them quite well, and they're actually going to be able to pick up quite a few frags. Even just Z alone in jungle here, just divided by a wall between Faced. And I think he will be spotted out very shortly here. There we go, we'll do so, and Z will actually find that frag. So it's a 1v2 now, coming back in. Flash goes over. Going to be full white from that, so that's a few more seconds taken off the clock for Israel. He has to come in with 2 quick kills, but the crossfire seems to be too perfect from Estonia. Spots out the wrong player, and Zamban will drop him there. Puts him in the back of his van, names him Sam, and drives off. Now Estonia there, reached double digits, 10-11 here.
Is that an Uncle Sam quote?
No. The joke. A really, really terrible joke.
Okay. A really terrible joke.
Yeah.
You know, that's UK for y'all.
No way.
Props And the rest of the gang coming up towards the middle. No, actually not the rest. They have one player towards B. Rops will be the one to engage in the first battle. Anarchist going down, not only him, but Fates will be making sure that Specs falls down as well. At this stage, P250 is in the hand of Israel. Not much that you can do. Try to go in for a couple of frags here and there. Make sure you deal that economical damage. Try to take their weapons down, but not really working out the best way. Aegis will be taking down Nerds after he's got down Raps. I'm saying Raps, but it's Rops, right. Frizer is not gonna check the position, or is he? Yes, he will, and he looks like he might be able to get the frag. Yeah, he will be. Up the AK-47. They're really just going for a save here, I want to say. I mean, looking at the rest of the team's economical situation, going for a save is the most optimal here. Even though they have that third loss bonus, I mean, it will make a vast difference in future rounds. But Betty will not allow him, and like Estonia, I mean, they lost a couple of players still, right? So, not a bad job by Israel. Definitely a good eco.
No, definitely not here, and now we're going to see the buyout from both teams. Israel slightly lackluster on their side in terms of nades. They do have some kits at least, which is good to see, and AWP and Anarchas. So another fast push from Estonia. They're going to be going straight out onto the A site here. Nades, Vic are flying fast, and Z will be shutting the first down from short there. Good shot there onto Rops. Finishes off the first, and they've got to capitalise on that and pick up some more kills if they want to stop this bomb from going down, but it's going to be too little too late. Chetty manages to plant it, and Fates will actually push through the smoke down to CT to do some good damage. Chetty also securing 2 more from the site, and that'll be it. Only Z alone once again, but this time he's going to be going for the save. He's actually got a good rifle to save this time, and only they're going to be equalising the score and going above and beyond to 12-11, I can imagine, in just a few seconds.
I think you can guess what I'm gonna say here, what I'm gonna call for to Israel. But I'm not sure if you're gonna guess it right. A pause.
Oh, that would be good. It'd be good to see a pause, because they've been doing so well, and now they've lost 4 rounds in a row.
Really, the only way that can say it, the thing that can save them right now is if they actually have the time to think through how they want to counter this. Because Estonia, every single time they start pushing into that B or A side, I mean, it's like you're giving it up instantly. It's like you have that one player towards CT, and it's really just making the same mistake that Estonia were doing at the early beginning, where Israel started pushing it into the side as well. So I don't see why Israel are playing so defensively on the A side. It looks like they're gonna do something about it this time, having 3 players instantly. And Rops, you gotta be kidding me! How? Quick play coming up by him, gets Nerds. Still, the small. A very low budget round from them, so it's not gonna be the end of the world that he falls down at this stage. It will be the end of the world if Z fell down. Anarchist coming up from behind, trying to take a backstab. It doesn't work either. Specs with a deagle will be going down. Aegis without an Aegis that time. Chetty will be like, what is this? Is this backstab section? This round? I don't know what's going on. Backstab after backstab just countered Estonia.
Yeah. But this is the 3rd round in a row that Z is going to be trying to save again. Estonia, they should be securing their 13th round in just a mere few seconds. But yeah, Z really loves saving it.
There we go. The pause that we've all been waiting for.
Yeah, tactical pause is going to be called, so this is confirmed. Confirmed tactical, not another drop from one of the players. So hopefully Israel will be able to sort out their issues. Obviously they do have some serious ones that they managed to lose the last, I think that's 5 in a row now? Yeah, 5 in a row. Obviously after having such a phenomenal performance so far up into this point, winning the first 4 rounds of CT and then just getting absolutely dumpstered. They need to figure something out, and hopefully that will allow them to carry on and continue to, well, not dumpster Estonia, but pick up the next few rounds, maybe try and equalise the scoreline, because right now Estonia look like they're about to clinch this out, and Israel, they can't be happy with that.
Well, I mean, we did call that there was going to be a timeout, right? But I guess we're just clueless or something. I don't know. Kappa. 13-11. What I think Israel is going to do here, in the next one, they're going to remove the pause pretty instantly. They just had their time. And hopefully this might be a momentum breaker as well for Estonia, because pauses tend to become momentum breakers, even though they're not that long. So keep that in mind. And hopefully Estonia will counter what this pause means as well by not going A this time, or having at least an offense towards A, and they won't. they will switch it up instantly themselves as well, utilizing that pause to the maximum. Countering Israel. Let's see if they can make a win out of this, though. Israel are, on the other hand, with 2 players towards this B side, and what they could do with a failed smoke, I'm not too sure. Is that failed? Just me? Oh, it's not failed. Ooh, and that Molotov actually burned them down a bit. It didn't, for some reason. Ooh, and Z actually gets one. Waits for them to continue the push. Nerds just beneath the window seizes them. If anyone's gonna fall down, goes in for one, and they play that perfectly fine to get a good crossfire positions, but 2-on-4 situation. If they could just get these frags now, Estonia, they would be able to win this round easily, and oh my god, Ross will be taking that one home. Frizzer.
Finally, Israel look like they put their foot back in the door.
Oh.
30 will be dropped finally, and they're actually securing another round. So the only issue is, of course, here, if Estonia manage to pick up the next subsequent round, they will reset the economy of Israel, forcing them back down to eco, and that'll be it. That'll be the game. That'll be 14, 15, 16, and then done. So Israel may have to make sure they secure 2 rounds in a row. If they don't, then it may just be all over for them, and they'll have to go to a third map as a decider. But I mean, let's see what unfolds in this round, because obviously Israel are pretty kitted for a change. They've got some good rifles. They've got an AWP or 2. Shvex and Arnikas both picking them up.
Pause over towards the A side, and it looks like they are going to go by the standards that they had before the pause. This time, though, with a bit of a twist, and Shvex with that shot on Robs. He wasn't ready. He was not ready at all. Chetty will be going in for the reply, though.
Yeah. It seems like Estonia are both going to pick up 2 entry frags onto this site here, so good chance to actually pick up another round and reset Israel and pretty much almost secure the map. So we're going to be into 13-12 to 4 versus 3 as we push into the A site in the hands of Estonia. Fetch will drop Frizzer, and now 2 players remain from Israel to do some massive damage. Flash goes in, great flash peek coming through from Estonia, sorry, and Anakas will get dropped, leaving just see once again to save in a 1v4, but the bomb's going to make its way towards the site. They do spot him out though, so they will want to chase that. Their economy is good enough to actually commit to the fight and stop Z from saving this, so they're going to probably send a couple of players off for his body, dead or alive.
Best way to counter that A push all the time is pretty much just by having them on the front line of the T breaking points, like slope, connector, maybe not connector, like even far up middle sometimes. Go offensive and get those frags together from Israel. I see that being the only way out for them in this scenario, but even now, I mean, money-wise, they're going to be down to a low because, or actually, they do have the yeah, this is going to be the reset right, so at their money, it's not going to be too good.
Oh, Z just getting that kill after the round and actually saving his rifle there, so at least that's positive for them. But in terms of the negatives, and there are a lot of them, Estonia managed to reset the economy of Israel now, so putting them back down to only these pistols here across the board.
They'll go for overtime.
Huh?
They'll go for overtime.
Yeah, it seems that they're going to play for overtime. That's a risky play, and you don't typically see that. But again, they haven't got enough economy really to argue for a full buy. And they've been struggling enough on these on these buys as it is. They don't want to try and have to force the last 2 rounds. So yeah, saving for the last round makes more sense. I think Z should just save his rifle.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wait. Oh
Nerds, are you kidding me? What is that? You know where that last player is, and that's gonna happen, Nerds, with a massive position. What the heck?
Just out of nowhere, as soon as you think it's completely over, Israel, they pull it out of the back, they secure the full eco almost, and 14-13 will be the score. I just look away from my monitor for a second, and I look back, and then Nerds has just like completely obliterated all of Estonia. But well, I guess that happened. Either way, we are going to see the buy come out from Israel once again here. After saving all that money, obviously they're going to have a good economy at the moment because they went for the save. They had a couple of K, and then obviously they won the round for 3K as well. So good amount of cash in the bank, and Israel will be spending most of it here on this round. Estonia setting up for an A take though. Molotovs going in as well as nades. They've got Yeah, they've got no split apart from one player coming underpass, but whether that's going to be beneficial, I don't know. Frieza gets dropped there through the smoke. Anarchez with the AWP does some damage, but isn't able to pick the second one. Fates, nice entry there onto Nerds, will actually drop him there, and now we're into a 4-on-3. They have to hold this site down though, Israel. They can't give it away, and Sheps with the AWP will get just smoked off there in jungle, and HS getting ready to push through, but no! Oh, that's terrible for the Israelis. Sveps gets dropped, and now 2 players remain here for Israel. See? Good damage onto Samvan, but going to be a 2 versus 3 in the favour of Estonia and Israel. They've got to make that decision. Do we want to commit to this, or do we want to try and save? They need that next pick, and it's not going in their way at all so far.
Well, it ain't over till it over, right? Monster Cat quotes, back and forth. Fates. The AK-47 will be going in for the kill on Arquez, and it's a 1-on-3 in Zai, Z, whatever you want to call him, the savior. Not the savior, but the saver.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
What am I saying?
You won't be saving today, he's going to get taken down in Estonia. They're going to finally secure match point here. They've just been playing with the back and forth, and we'll finally hit it. 15-13 Israelis. Israel, I keep doing that. It's been a long day, but they're going to be able to afford a couple of ops. That's going to be it. That's it. 2 ops, 3 pistols. Some nades as well, and no armor anarchists as well. But HS will drop Anarchas. Nert, he's going to find the refrag. HS gets dropped, and now it's a 4v4 here as well. They're still in this game, and Nerts will actually take a second as well. They just peek into an AWP without a flash, and that's going to go very well for these CTs. Sveps gets spotted almost by Chetty there over in window, but he's going to be able to back out of the jungle safely here, and 4 versus 3 here, the favour of Israel. So close. Great flash, so that's what they needed a few seconds earlier. Chetty will drop Nerds, and now Z, he has to hold the B site alone as Fetch pushes up towards it, as well as a short split coming out from Chetty as well. He finds the first, but Chetty is going to be right around this corner, and he does have flash. We'll throw it out there, but Chetty going to be picking the angle, finishing him off as well, so it's a 2v2. He's going to go for the safe plant. If he went for that short plant as he was setting up to do so, he could have got taken down there by Sheps, but Sheps and his teammate Frieza will be pushing in for this 2 versus 2. Just go out, Molotovs as well, but it's going to be so important they hit these shots. Frieza picks up the first one, Sandbag will be falling, and now Chetty as well getting taken down there, and Israel, they will be securing that 14th round for them on the board. 15-14, this is such a close map as well as the previous one, and we'll be going into the final map of final round of importance, of course. Israel with their chance to take it to overtime, or will they lose it? 16-14.
I'm calling overtime here. I don't know about you, but I'm calling overtime.
Yeah,
so
I'm calling overtime too. Or not. But a bit of GoTV lag there. Israel, they're going to find that first frag.
For that first kill, so Fates down 4-on-5 situation, and Chetty AK-47 waiting for a peek to happen from the A side, seeing if anyone's here. Probably gonna check Ninja every single round after that round from Nerds. Backstab them, yeah, that's what he's doing. Shadow not entirely clear. What would be fun here would be if we had Israel play on the front line. But nope, not this time. Rex is going to be going in for one. Chetty going down right there. AE running through, and AK-47 through a smoke. Aegis with the Galil is going to have his aim on point through that smoke and hit all those bullets. 3-on-3 situation, and it looks like Estonia.
Oh,
Oof, Weezer's going to take that one home. 2-on-2 situation.
be doable for Israel, and for Israel actually grab one of Samvan, but it's all got to be on HS. The Estonian Zantares, as we always call him, sitting in towards Sandwich. He's just got to work his way around. He thinks they're committing to the bomb defusal, but he doesn't know yet. Peeks out, grabs the first one, goes around the corner, goes for the spray. Lots of damage onto Freezer here. 2 HP left, and it seems like he may just be able to get this one. He does! Estonia, they take it 16-14, and that's going to be the second map concluded. What a map.
What a way to lose.
I know, that's so upsetting for Israel. They could have brought that to overtime, but they're not going to be able to. And we will be going into a third map very shortly. But right before that, we're going to be taking ourselves back to the studio to see what the analysts had to think about that one.